Hello. So today I want to talk to you about the game Endeavor Deep Sea. And this is one that came out in 2024 and I saw it everywhere and I really wanted to try it and just hadn't had a chance yet. And then I had a meeting with Burnt Island Games at Gen Con and they were kind enough to say, "Hey, we can send you a copy. We think you'll like it." And they were correct. I am loving this game. The solo mode is phenomenal. The solo mode is the same as the co-op mode. I don't know if I would like playing it co-op quite as much, but I enjoy this solo, and multiplayer, it is great as well. Multiplayer, it is competitive. I have not tried the multiplayer cooperative. If that's your thing, do it. But solo, this is one of my new favorite solo games, hands down. So in this game, you have your player board where you're going to get a move up on these different tracks. I love moving up on tracks. And each time you do, you're going to get a different benefit. So you're playing over a course of rounds. And at the beginning of the round, it shows you right here on your player board what you need to do. I also like playing the purple player because it's an octopus. And I think they are amazing. So this is what your board looks like. And everything starts out at 0. Obviously, through exploring and doing different actions, you're going to move this up. So you are going to start out with one team leader who can do any of the actions available to you in the game, because there are several different actions that you can take. But just having a team leader would not be enough. So the game actually comes with an entire tray of people. So they have different values on them. So you have your 1, 2, 3s, 4s, and 5s, which are denoted on your top track. So at the beginning of each round, you are going to get to recruit a team member. Now, when you're at the beginning of your track, you can only recruit level 1 team members. But as you move up that track, you can recruit greater and greater team members who are going to be more skilled, more trained, and can do more things. And then within your team members, they have their like regular side, and then they have their upgraded side. So essentially they've been trained more and they will get you some benefits then potentially and be able to do more actions. So the way that you craft and draft your team is going to be variable each game, which is fantastic. You have 3 submarines, 1 that you will start out with and 2 more that you can earn based on your blue track. And then you have your different tokens that you will be earning during the game. Now, there are 10 different missions within the game. So they're all double-sided, but there are 10 missions. So you start with mission 1, and then you work your way up, and they do get progressively more difficult. And the mission's going to tell you what your starting setup is. So we have all of these cards. They're actually really thick and nice, that are our ocean zones. And there are 5 different zones in the ocean, and don't ask me to pronounce them because they are difficult to pronounce as they get deeper. So this is our starting setup for mission 1. This is what it tells us. And it tells us where we're going to start, and that when we go there, we're going to get 1 of our tokens. And our tokens represent how many actions we have each round. So in the beginning, turns are going to be snappy because you aren't going to have a lot of actions, but you're trying to get more and more tokens. And by the time you're getting to later rounds, you get to do a ton of actions, and it's so satisfying, and you're chaining and you're comboing stuff and you're getting things to work together. Now, like I said, this is how the board starts out, but one of the things that you can do is called sonaring, meaning that you can add on more. So the mission tells you how wide your area can go. It's typically 5 cards wide, and we're at 3 right now. And then you can continue to dive deeper as well based on your track placement. And then on each of these locations, there's different things you can do. So you can do conservation projects. Some of them will have dive tokens on them. So you can take a dive action, which will get you something that usually has like a research option on it. And research then lets you take journal cards, which lets you upgrade your workers and also gets you benefits and moves you up on tracks. So there's a lot going on. So on your turn, you have your workers and your team members. You place a token on them and use their action, and then do it on the board. And some of the actions then require you to have a second token to place on the board. So you have to use your tokens very smartly. And as you move up your tracks, you will get more and more, because on your board at the beginning of your turn, the first thing you're going to do is take a new team member of the value that you're able to. Then you are going to return a certain number of tokens from team members from your previous round to you, which is great because you already have those. You are also going to gain a certain number of new tokens from your supply, and then you will take your action. So there's a lot going on. The exploration is awesome. Each of the new tiles that you reveal can do something different and works in a new way and can get you a new benefit. And then there's also this track in the center that you have these little hexagonal, like influence ones. And when you get actions that allow you to place there, you get benefits on those as well. You have to be touching previously placed tiles. You can't just immediately jump to the one you want, but these also help you move up on tokens. And then if you're playing solo or co-op, you have 4 goals on the board, and you will add into the game 3 variable goals as well as 4 variable setbacks that will come out one each round, because you will play 7 rounds in the solo game. And co-op, I believe it is 6. And then in competitive, you are playing just for straight points. So you go each round until you want to pass. And so if you're playing multiplayer, people may take different amounts of turns, and that's fine. There is so much to explore in this game, but it all makes sense and it's really logical, I feel like. So even though it's a little bit of a heavier game, it's very approachable and easy to get into, but there's so much that you want to do that you really have to plan out the most efficient way to do it. And then it's like, okay, next game, I really want to try and do more of this, or I'm going to do more of this. It's really fun. It's really exciting. They also, I know, did a Kickstarter earlier this year for an expansion for this game, and you can late pledge. I just did. It adds more to the solo game, makes it a lot more robust, which I'm excited to have more solo. And then it adds in more types of tiles and more variety. So it's just more of what you love. It doesn't change from what I can see any core gameplay. It's not like it's reinventing the wheel. It's just giving us more of what we love in this game. So Endeavor Deep Sea is definitely a new favorite of mine. I am sad that I did not discover it sooner. If you have played it, I would love to know what you think. Give me a like and a follow, and I'll keep bringing you more board game content. Thanks. Bye.